I'm a very visual person, and I'm somebody that likes to have my stuff in order. So I'd like to know exactly where I'm going, even if I don't know fully, like, cause stuff, like, things change all the time, right? I want to know like what the 5-year plan is. I want to know what the 10-year plan is. And I've heard from many, mentors, many people that actually made it in the certain space that they made it in, right? As soon as you start getting money, as soon as you start, actually having cash flow in whatever it is that you have going on, you need to start investing, right? I have cash flow, so I need to start investing, right? And there's multiple ways to go about investing, right? Because it's pretty dumb of you. And if you just have a lump sum of money in your bank account and a checkings account, that's one of the stupidest things you can do. You need to deploy your money. You need to have that money actually work for you, even if it's just sitting in a location where you're going to receive a return from. And I'm about to get into it. I was thinking about how I can start investing my money. So I do have, a stock portfolio, and there's not really much in it because I've just been focusing on other things, and I haven't, really implemented, exactly what I'm saying right now. But basically I put some thought into it, and I need to start investing as soon as possible. So upon doing research, and it's not like I haven't heard of any of these things. I know about these things, and I just wanted to know what was the best place to put my money in right now, right? And my research, what made sense to me, led to a high yield savings account, right? So why would you have your money in a normal checking account where there's practically no return, or basically a regular checking account? Why don't you just put it into a high yield savings account? The high yield savings account and first of all, let me just define that real quick. A high yield savings account is basically a high yield savings account, basically like one step up from a regular savings account, right? And they actually pay you for leaving your money with them, right? And now this is a whole different talk. I don't like the fact that these people are using my money, right? Because essentially banks, what they do, as soon as you put money into whatever bank of choice that you you choose, right? What they actually do is, now that money is in their system, right? And they're actually using your money, right? And they're fronting it on somebody else. They're fronting it to somebody else. Like, let's say if this person right here wants to have a loan, like a mortgage, right? Like a mortgage, right? Like, how do they get that money, right? They take money from 100 different other people's bank accounts, and then they give that to somebody else, and then they charge them interest on it. They're making money on your money, but that's the game. You can't really get mad at it. You just have to, actually play into it. So high yield savings account. So basically, my thought process going into it was, I just need to take my money out of a regular checkings account, right? I don't really keep money in that checkings account. That's like my outgoing account, because I don't want to have a lump sum of money in there and then just, have basically open myself up to getting scammed or something like that, right? So that's essentially my outgoing account. I don't keep money in the outgoing account, the card that I use. I basically use a credit card, but whenever I want to use a checkings account, I just use that, right? And I just make transfers from there. But high yield savings account, so the one that I opened up, the APY, basically the percentage that they're gonna pay me, right, for keeping my money in with them for basically a long time, is 4.35%. So essentially, if I have $10,000 in there, they would pay me $435 a year, right? And that sat with me, and I didn't really like it, to be honest with you, because like, I'm young, I get to be a little bit aggressive with my investments, right? Like, I can make a mistake and it's not gonna come back. It is gonna bite me in the ass, but it's not like it's the end of the world. I'm only 24. So like 4.35% is cool, right? But I want to get like a little bit more aggressive. So I started, looking into Ethereum, and Ethereum, I believe it's a very, very, very good investment, right? I'm already invested in there. One of my guys, Eric, right? I've been trying to get him to start his own, investing paid community, but I guess he doesn't see the value in it. But right now, Ethereum, I believe, is at 2,900. He told me to purchase it at 1,500, right? I didn't listen to him. I purchased it around, I bought in around 2,000, like flat, like around there. But right now it's currently at 2,900, and I think crypto is going to be, it's not even a think at this point, like crypto is here to stay. That crypto is going to be a great investment for you. So why not start now? Invest in crypto. And now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just, giving my opinion. So you can do what you want with this information. But like, this is my thought process going into it. But then crypto, like, hypothetically, it can go to zero at any point, right? Like, there is a chance. The chance is very low, but I wanted to stay a little bit safer with my, with my investment. So that's why I'm gonna split it up between, crypto and, high yield savings account, right? But honestly, the end goal, and I don't know if you watched my video yesterday, but I'll probably link like my favorite part, how I opened the video. So you gotta invest in, you gotta park your money someplace. When you have that cash flow, you gotta park your money in someplace, right? And honestly, I really thought about it like so much, right? You gotta invest it in property, like literally all around the world. Invest in properties all around the world, right? I don't know like what your taste is, but like, just imagine owning a building, right? You purchase a building for like $10 million in Manhattan. Like, it's gonna be hard to like actually get that deal from somebody. But let's say if you purchase like a place where like an apartment building, a high-end apartment building, and now these people are just paying you monthly, right? You're gonna quickly, get a return on your investment, right? But once you get that, and anything past that return, it's purely profits, right? You have a bunch of other expenses and a bunch of other like things you need to pay off, like management, like payroll, like stuff like that. Like, that doesn't really concern me. But at the end of the day, like, that's here to stay. That building is gonna be in your family forever. Like, what if you just have properties like literally all around the world, right? And I told you guys, I'm a visual person. I'm a very visual person. I like to, hype myself up, think about what car I'm gonna drive, think about, like all the people that I'm gonna help, think about, putting other people in better positioning, putting myself in better positioning, like future family, like all of that stuff, right? And like, it's very, very sensible for me to get a property, right? Like a condo in Manhattan or something like that. And like, I don't even care that it would be like $1 million to $5 million for just basically, like a condo. I view it as a house. I view it as, like purchasing a floor or purchasing a condo like in Manhattan is like very, very, to me, it's a great investment, because that's going to be here to stay, right? The only thing that you need to worry about after the mortgage, or even while you're paying the mortgage, I believe it's called HOA fees. Basically, it's pretty dumb and stupid of you to think that you could just buy, a condo and just have the mortgages be paid for and that's it. It's it's a residential place. It's a place that people live. It's a vertical village, right? It's like the management has to get paid, right? Like the company has to make money too, and it doesn't matter that you have to pay $3,000 a month to basically, like, everybody's paying $3,000 a month to pay to make sure that the building is up to par, and make sure like if something outside needs to get taken care of, like they can take care of it. Like if you own a house, you're going to be paying something like that anyways, right? Like, let's say if you need to fix the gutters, let's say if you need to have lawn care, let's say if you need to redo the back or something like that, you're going to be paying that anyways. So it just makes sense to me. Like, what if you had a bunch of condos, a bunch of properties all around Manhattan, or even all across the world, right? And you just have like people just managing it for you. That's investment. That's the definition of parking your money somewhere. Park your money. Because you don't want to have all that cash flow just sitting in your account, right? Like, at the end of the day, inflation is real, right? So if it's just sitting in a regular account, you're losing money, essentially. Basically, if you park your money, if you park your money in a $5 million condo, you're actually using it. And let's say if you're not using it, you can use it for Airbnb, right? That's literally making money. Like, you're making money, and at the same time you're building equity on the place if you haven't already paid it off. And at the same time, the apartment is going up too in price, because space is limited. Once that thing is built, right, it's staying there. You can't build another thing in that spot, so that is becoming more valuable, right? So those are my current thoughts. Like, the end goal, right, with like parking my money, investing, it led to like owning buildings. Like, just me thinking of like owning buildings, owning condos, and just having like I remember we did I was out yesterday with my guys, we were working, and we did a calculation. There was a building that cost $10 million, right? One apartment was probably like the cheapest apartment, the studio was around like $3,000 or something like that. Or maybe even, I think, yeah, it was $3,000, right? And we just kept that, right? We just made that the average. We made that the base for like literally every single apartment. There's probably apartments in there that cost like $15,000 or something like that. But there was around 140 apartments, and it was 140 apartments, and each family paying you $3,000. Let's do the math. So if you purchase that property, the math comes out to $100,000, right, a month, right, for the cheapest. Like, let's say if you held that cheap value of $3,000, right, throughout the whole building, which is not, because probably the top floors got a price tag of $15,000 a month, but like the lowest that you will be getting is $420,000 a month, bro. If you bought the place for like $10 million, you can pay that off in no time. I don't even think it doesn't make sense that thing would even cost $10 million, to be honest with you, because you quickly make a return on your investment, right? And everything after that is basically profits minus, like I said, like management and stuff like that. So like, that's how you have to think. That's how you should be thinking. Don't think too small. Like I went from talking about a high yield savings account to I didn't mention the index, investing in a mutual fund, but a mutual fund to like basically like purchasing a condo, a space, right, to actually owning a building, right? And go through that thought process. If you like that video, like the content of the video, like, comment, subscribe, or comment down below like what you would invest in once you actually have that cash flow, and do not forget to subscribe. I'm trying to blow the YouTube channel up. By the end of the year, I want 100,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna just continue with the dailies, right? If you wanna like join a community where a bunch of people are on the same page as you. A bunch of people want to, like, you know, a bunch of people want to, if you want to enter peak performance, right, and you want to join a community where a lot of people want to enter peak performance, and that's like, you know, building up your physique, knowing how to network, knowing how to like public speak, knowing how to invest, knowing how to, you know, market. Those are things that is going to get you to that peak performance. So if you want to join a community where a bunch of people are on the same page as you, click that link down below and join the community, and we'll vet you out and we'll see if you're a good fit. And stay tuned for the next video. All right.